Hello, we're setting up, and yes, I'm pretty sure the audio works. I did pull it to the correct thing ahead of time. How you doing, Chaos? Oh, you can hear some of that.
You're so supreme.
Let's test it with Jack singing.
My life, not for honor, but
Oh yeah, good.
for you, Snake Eater.
Oh, he's singing Snake Eater. Took me a second, I'm like, oh.
It goes hard.
Snake Eater does go hard.
I will give Hideo Kojima that. All of the Metal Gear Solid songs were all based off of James Bond themes.
Oh yeah.
It's for that vibe. So they all went real hard.
I really do need to... I think I need to do with that chair what I do with Nyx's, because I'm pretty sure it stays completely like... with the world instead of... Because I think this is slightly tilting back. Like the rotation.
Oh my god.
That's silver. There we go.
Yeah, I was heavily leaning back.
I mean, that's fair. Like, you can. That's good. Reclining.
Technically, Cal hasn't messaged either of you about it yet, so this is going to be a thing that in character.
I gotta do some work today.
20 points if you can guess why.
Got that going. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, my boy wife.
No, that plot point is for a bit later. Also, I just realized Keyblade Shadow bullshit.
Oh no.
Keyblade Shadow Legends.
The sun. It's the first sun I have.
Shadow Legend Blades? Somewhat correct.
Let's fucking go.
I just realized Gale Gale has iron mouse colored hair.
Wow. Oh. Are we allowed to go in yet?
I don't think so.
No. RGB gamer.
One day MMR karaoke night. That would... MMR karaoke night would be good. I want that in my life.
I don't know. I put together a lamp that came in a 3-inch tall box. Ate her own arm like 5 times before she realized.
Yakuza the boss.
Amount of energy eating herself.
Like you do.
She can't cheat code this.
A president is a legislative or executive power.
Okay, so like on the way here, just like, can I just say that I'm still a bit weakened? Just a little longer. This is nice. I have to do some hiring. She did look over some notes over the week. She had a lot of notes from Nikolai.
Oh, right. I probably should have messaged.
Oh, I was going to ask about that. Yeah, Liz.
Yeah, I should have messaged them. I didn't think it... I've been so busy and I'm so exhausted.
Pat. All good.
It was like, do I have the energy to come tonight?
I'm surprised you did without how tired you sound.
I decided at the very least I could come for at least an hour.
Fair.
And then dip out if I need to.
Hmm.
How dare.
Of course, she can go back to her.
You know, technically at this point, since I've been going that he's slowly being more in control over using the bark of Idrisil that lets him use the Bifrost. He could technically just, because he's been teleporting objects back home as he get them, because, you know, in character that's just, or out of character that's just easy to deal with items people hand you.
I mean, yeah. It does make things easier.
Technically, he could literally summon and send Kise whenever he wanted to.
Say it, chaos. Say it, chaos nipples. Also, question, is it ever easy to RP or be in a group like this? I mean, depends. It really depends on like what you're wanting to do, Phantom. Like, you got to be willing to improv. You got to be willing to talk to people and socialize. So I guess it depends on how much you are for that and how much that kind of stuff interests you.
Yeah, and you can
I don't know
always
which
have a
aspects you're
character
talking
that's
about.
immediately broody, so that way
Yeah.
gives you time to slowly get into, feel out everybody and then eventually join the others. That's what I did with Sig on both occasions, in Kari Town and in MMR.
That's fair.
Because the only people I knew were the people who came from Kari Town initially.
True.
I mean, if she's unconscious, she can't exactly cast cure.
Just nervous to do it. I mean, yeah, we all are at the beginning. It's
Jupiter and Mars.
don't did it, but that's I guess that's part of acting. I guess it is technically a form of acting. Besides improv, it's just I found it easier to make characters that are very different from myself. That way, I have to like step to the side of myself. It makes me less nervous, honestly. That's why Kise, like I play Kise so like flamboyant and extroverted when I'm an introvert.
Sing forevermore.
If it's just so over the top,
You are all I long for, all
that I
worship
don't.
and adore.
Let's go.
Another word.
But yeah, if you're so different from yourself, you don't have to like.
Be true.
It's easier to pretend that you're not being you.
You ready to go in?
I think so.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, at least for MMR, can start as a
Gotta be able
Pokemon, that
to
sort of
reach
thing.
the minimal requirement.
Might start out in pipe form this time. Just chillin'.
It's time.
We receive pre.
You just want him strolling in smoking?
Why not? He can be that mellow, that sort of like,
I don't know if you're close enough to hear, but we are open. You can go RP if you want.
The Curia Castillo. Oh, I see how it is.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't realize you were here. I couldn't.
Wow, I'm right there.
The pipe is.
I know that he's got models of Sigurd with the pipe just on his own.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Does he?
That means I'm
I didn't
there.
realize you-
Yeah, that's on his model.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is on my model.
Oh, I thought you were doing bit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
I'm still here
I've been
though.
doing welding training the last week, and it's been going well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm probably gonna have a career in welding.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like,
That's a lot of money.
yeah, for real. From what I've heard, like construction is basically the only thing paying a living wage in America right now.
I may have accidentally toggled the seat off,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't.
so I may have just fucked you up.
I don't. I'm still here on
It's
it.
still in the same place.
Oh,
It might be that. It
was
might have
trying to
been
go on
back
my
on because
expressions.
or it might have stayed on for me because I'm here. So technically, the sender is still working,
oh, okay.
or at least I don't know. Maybe my IK is fucked. We'll see. But
I figured I'd let you know because I tried to
Oh.
go.
oh yeah, my
yeah.
IK got a little wonky.
Oh no, you did a fuck you lucky.
Ugh.
Speaking of, hold on, let me. Because generally I need to reset after I stand up.
Yeah,
I have characters that I want
I'm sitting down.
to be them. My main OC is a Dragon King, but doesn't want the responsibility so fixed. Like a knight, very strong and ready in the face of anything, but I'm not him.
Who should I do? Should I do
I mean, that's
Kise?
fine. I mean, so long, at least when it comes to Metaverse, anything goes, but at the same time, there's that sort of social rule of like, don't, like, understand that everyone is their own main character in Metaverse, so like, you can't treat it like you're playing a video game where everyone reacts to you like you're exactly what you want to be just because they don't know you yet. They're reacting as their characters, and they've seen a lot of shit because it's Metaverse. So it's that kind of thing. There's just like unspoken rules. There's stuff like just understand that everyone kind of goes into Metaverse at their own pace. That's really it. Ads. Damn it, I missed it. It didn't even give me a thing for pausing the ads, or at least I didn't see it. It didn't let me.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since I've probably been able to do this. I'm gonna miss it on a couple hours of sleep doing this, but I think it's worth it. I've been busy with building training. Yeah, because I was really sick. Yeah.
So we could say that he walked. They came out about, what, 20 minutes away and they just walked?
Why not?
So he was smoking the entire time.
Works for me.
No, she's not. Not in any of the departments right now.
Keep himself extra cold in the winter.
Yeah, she hasn't joined anything yet. Still,
Teasing him about being a snowman.
Super down yet with the idea of like of serving.
God damn it.
Yeah.
That's fair considering what I.
Alright, need to get back into character properly. I'm going to try something eventually. Ads are done? Yeah. Yeah, luckily Metaverse is open. It's just like, obviously, like I was saying, just expect people to, a lot of people are also new, and a lot of people like have their set means of role-playing, and so it just really depends. Try not to get discouraged if, like, you're learning and you're not quite sure what to say, and other people aren't sure what to say to you because of that kind of thing. So it's just a matter of, like, observing a little bit helps first. Yep. And I'm gonna go in character, so don't mind me. Be a little quieter as I get into character. I know you're from the north, but honestly, I'm surprised you enjoy that so much in the winter.
Colder, or it's warmer down here.
I suppose so, though. The manor tends to be a bit colder than most places, obviously.
Still not as cold as back home. Unfortunately.
Oh, so sad. Oh, I'm going to have to do some work today, probably.
Well, at least you'll have some extra energy.
True. I was hoping Nikolai might be around. I need to ask him whether he did something or whether I need to do it.
spending time with somebody lately.
Hello, dears.
Evening, Kise. Evening, Wolfram. Hope you're both doing well.
Definitely feeling better than I was.
This is steel.
What the fuck? I'm not your favorite. What the fuck?
Steel's right there.
Bruh.
Damn.
He's great, but
Right here.
Wow.
Bitch.
this
I'm
one,
gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
there's a
Hey,
lot.
hey.
No.
Even in jest, let's sample making those.
No.
Remember, yeah.
Listen, you are my favorite for sex. They're my favorite for help with actually really big things. Because they've been doing a lot.
You never asked me for help.
True, because you have a lot more to deal with than they do.
It's like a daytime soap opera. Hold on a second.
This one, if it makes you feel better, you're my favorite for both still.
Talk to the person or rather be quiet.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
that's
that
fair.
makes it better.
Some people do that.
Fine.
This is
Hello,
the best
name's Steele.
soap
Nice to meet
opera.
you.
I'm gonna go start choking on like he's on me.
Pleasure.
Oh, damn.
Well,
Don't mind me. I'm just kind of
considering I'm still recovering from the smoke inhalation, the
Popcorn?
ice helps.
Mm.
And fun.
Yeah.
I would hope it would be. I've been trying to make that a bit more medicinal for you.
I find the wars, you know.
And my dear, it is working wonders.
That's not as much of an accomplishment as you say. I'm pretty sure like 70% of people in the world have fought in the wars.
Yeah, but I fought in the wars, the important ones, because I was old. Words are hard for my old brain and having dementia.
Ear scratch, ear scratch, ear scratch.
What are they even talking about?
Meds again.
Hello again.
Howdy.
What'd you say?
Office meds again.
What meds? I've forgotten them.
As you can see, he's silly.
Big silly Durgan. It's not big at the moment, but
If we weren't friends, I wouldn't say it.
How could
You
you
know
say
that, right?
such hurtful things to me?
Wait, you have feelings?
No.
Pat.
To be fair, somebody was trying to figure out how to break you money-wise last night with alcohol.
Oh, yeah, that's the funny thing. That credit card I gave him had a limit.
My
And I
friends
make
really
way
push
more
me
money
to
than
talk,
that
but I can't do
limit,
it. Too nervous.
Yeah.
I know.
Scared to talk to
there's
people I don't know.
somebody that
It's understandable.
trying to break-
And I guess it really depends, like, do you...
she's still
I guess, like, are you interested in actually, like,
to talk about.
Okay.
role-playing? Because at least, like, in that sense, it is a social exercise, so if you're especially nervous and it just, like, gives you anxiety, it might not be the best. Like, you can ease yourself into it, like Chaos said, to just relax. But if people recognize you as the person that never talks, they probably won't come up and talk to you, which will make it harder to actually interact as your character. So that's the kind of thing where you kind of have to get out of your comfort zone to an extent to be able to interact with the world. After a certain point.
Last night, I think somebody ordered like 20 of the same drink, and then they never drink any of it.
Like roleplay, D&D,
That's a waste of booze.
VRChat, all that stuff
It was.
I would drink it if I wasn't pregnant.
is inherently a social game.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh?
Pregnant.
Yes, I believe one of your applicants is pregnant.
Oh. Oh, congratulations, dear. Oh, that does remind me. Did Nikolai speak to you?
I'll
After.
keep my distance for now.
Yes.
Or her.
No, not me. I'm eating popcorn.
Okay.
Actually, I suppose I should do this first.
Oh, do you?
I was enjoying the daytime soap opera that was going on for a second.
I'll give you your freedom. Let's just go in there. Little bit of air. Make sure you get a proper cleaning when we get back.
Oh, you better. Oh, just up on the shoulder, dear.
Let's
It's
see.
easier.
Ah,
There we are. All right, give me a few moments, dear. Let's see. Has Nikolai
Hi.
spoken to you since he did your interview?
Sorry, what?
Has Nikolai spoken to you since you did your interview last week?
Hey, Jerry.
He has not. I don't think so. No.
Very well. Then, would you mind speaking with me over here? Well, let us say in the medical wing for a moment. Hello, Jerry.
Of course.
Hello.
Oh, wrong one. I think.
No. Wrong one.
Over here, dear. All right. So Nikolai did speak with me over what you both spoke of. I am quite interested in having you. However, there was something I wished... I had a bit of hesitancy, at least for the moment, considering that you did just join the guild properly. I was
That is
curious. Yes, how far are you along, and when do you think you shall be getting that license that you spoke to him of?
Oh, you mean being a full member of MMR?
No. The guild I know you have just joined properly, and you are registered now. But he said you were going for a license in Zafira.
Yes, I am licensed in other places. It's just Zafira is a more complicated case because they require you to study. At least that's what I have been told and
Well, yes,
by
of course.
people.
I would certainly hope you would have to study to get licenses, goodness.
No, of course. What I mean is I am being forced to study in things I already know, and I need a certain amount of time before I can
course.
actually take this exam.
Which is why I
To
was
make
curious
sure
about
I
how
have
long that
studied.
shall take, considering, well, you did just join the guild, and I do wish to at least spend some time with you as a full guild member before I accept members into my department. Generally, it takes about a month, or at least the one with the least experience here only has been here for at least a month within guild status. Is that all right with you?
It is. I have no hurry. It's my most hurry is that if someone gets injured and I'm the only one here with healing capabilities, I don't want to get in trouble if I want to help.
Ah, I see. Well, hopefully that shall not be the case, considering we tend to have at least one of us around. Usually me. But I do appreciate the concern. But at least I would like to give you a bit of time as a regular guild member first, and interact with you further that way before I accept you properly. But I am very interested in your criteria. So, I would be interested once that amount of time passes if you are still.
Oh, of course.
Wonderful.
I want to be a medic in every place of the Metaverse, really.
A noble endeavor, though goodness, you will have quite a bit of work from what I hear about all these mercenary guilds. Though, I will tell you, at least luckily, when it comes to my department, we tend to be far less accident-prone than most. The guild members tend to be not fools, and not ones that treat us as some sort of mercenary hospital, luckily. Which we should not be. We have specific criteria and specific things we need to work on, so it is best to not deal with simple mission injuries from those who wish to go out and kill things.
Yeah. And also, I want to learn more about, how could you word it? Sexual and sexual-related injuries, diseases, things like that.
Ah, well that can
And
be
medical
assisted
things.
with.
As,
Wonderful.
yes.
I will say, we do have plenty of books in the library if you wish to learn about any sort of things in the meanwhile, as you gather more experience here as a full guild member. I can see if Mimikyu can help you find some of them.
Yeah. As a priestess of Aphrodite, as a shaman of the spirit of love, and as a titled, I don't know if this is Monster Fucker, I guess.
Well, yes, people tend to call those here that, though it is a bit crass. Well, not exactly that kind of crass, but it is not all we do, and unfortunately people seem to think, well, people have their own rumors about things. So as a guild member, you may have to, I suppose, deal with some of that. We are not just dealing with those who fuck monsters. Of course, sexual health is very important here, but it is not everything. This is a place of sanctuary as well.
Trust
An
me, I
understanding
already have
beyond.
a reputation with. I already have a reputation, so this is nothing. nothing related to my skills. No, just related to my types of relations I have.
I see. Well, so long as you are willing to explain to others who may be narrow-minded about the overarching point of the guild, that is always appreciated. We do very much focus on sexual health and relations between species, but that is not all of it. Good platonic relations are also necessary.
Of course. As a monster and monster folk specialist in terms of medical work, I enjoy learning about ways that other monster folk, like me, can enjoy relations, either platonic, romantic, or sexual, with others. I still have to find a way for a Fae to have relations with an iron construct.
What
Or
sort of
steel
construct?
Iron, like the metal.
Oh,
Or steel.
Interesting. I had assumed that there may be a problem in the future, but I now expect. Have you heard of anyone that has that issue?
I'm Fae, so I am limited somewhat by my partners. Not much. Most synthetics are made of other metals, but there's always a chance that a construct comes by and he's very hot, or she or they are very hot.
True.
And they're willing, and
Interesting. So that's something you would wish to research while you are within the department, or here in general?
Yes.
Oh, I would very much like to assist you with that then.
Mostly.
Because that is very interesting. I have ideas, but it is good to have someone who has a bit of more, I suppose, personal connection to let me know what may work and what may not.
And also, it has the other benefit that it can help me, learn how to avoid or eliminate my weakness to iron, or how to, minimize it. Temporarily, at least.
Oh, indeed. At the very least, we at least try to have temporary solutions if there's not one that can, well, changing a specific weakness to something can change your entire state of being after a certain point, which we certainly would not wish to do. I assume you enjoy your Fae heritage. One should be proud of themselves.
Well,
no.
Yeah, as someone that has evolved into a Fae, and was born as a half elf, I know the feeling of people not, liking you for who you are.
I see.
And having doubts and concerns and racism.
Oh, yes, of course. But I meant more on the lines of, well, I suppose you said you evolved, but this is technically your state of being, so you're attempting to not be what you are anymore. Did you wish to become a half elf again?
No, honestly, I do not know. If I were to be a half elf again, I would like to keep my quote unquote immortality, like my not even being able to die by old age, because I want to spend a lot of time with my partners.
Oh, that I completely understand. Oh, of course, of course. That is simply what I was inferring, considering you said that you did not start out as this. My concerns are that we wish to provide solutions that are temporary so that we do not change the essence of someone, obviously. A permanent change can affect other things within them, obviously. So we want to give
Yeah.
we want to give them more freedom without taking away what they are, or who they are.
Yeah. Besides, as a lady of the forest, I have a lot of responsibilities within my retinue. So that will create a lot of problems, and
I'm
courts will try
understanding more and more now, poor
to
dear.
target my retinue, and hunters will try to enter my forest, and
Oh, yes,
blah 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 blah. A lot of problems.
Yes. I just recently inherited a forest of my own to be a guardian of, so I'm understanding that bit by bit, dear. Oh, poor dear. But yes, either way, I'm very much looking forward to working with you once you've had a bit more time here. If that, so long as that is all right with you, I am happy to accept you in about a month.
We'll be very happy to join them.
Wonderful.
And I just hope that I can perform my duties as a medic, because March is my delivery month.
Oh, yes, I heard about that. I see. Do you know, that is a bit more difficult with things, though. If you wish to wait until you've had proper amount of time after your childbirth, that I understand. I will say, with all due respects, it is nothing personal, but my kind can be a bit affected by those that, well, the energy of childbirth and death and blood and things like that affect my kind a bit differently than most. So I shall most respectfully stay away from you, at least a good distance after your childbirth, at least for a month, until the Kegare goes away. It can affect me negatively, so that is simply the reason.
May I ask in what way, or what species are you, if it's okay?
Oh, that is certainly fine, dear.
Just out of curiosity.
I'm known as a Skumogami. I am a spirit of an object that has gained sentience after 100 years. I was a type of yokai, and I have recently developed myself into a proper kami. Unfortunately, being a kami properly means that I am more affected by Kegare, the impure energies of the world. It is generally associated with blood and death and birth and whatnot. So it takes a bit of time for that sort of energy to leave someone once they have had their child or been around to experience death. It can be cleansed eventually, but some of it must go away on its own. My fiancé Sigurd out there is my high priest as well, so he can at least give some proper cleansing in that aspect, if you're willing later, though. I will still need some time.
I'll be honest, I think I can suppress that myself. As a priest, not shaman of death, life, the cycle. Hi.
I was certainly checking on something.
I suppress my Reaper abilities.
Reaper?
Yes.
Oh.
In my world, I am not. I am a Reaper cleanser, or cleanser Reaper. I hunt those that are unworthy of the world.
Oh, I see.
You know, people who slavers, pimps, rapists, people like that.
I see.
I particularly hunt those that hurt children and sex workers.
Well, that is certainly good to know. I did not realize there was a type of faith for that.
Oh, yes. Again, Priestess of Aphrodite.
Oh, this is part of your duties as a priestess. I see.
It's a combination of priestly shamanistic duties. My spirituality is very weird, honestly. I'm a polytheistic animist.
Well, that is understandable. I come from, well, I suppose they call it Shinto back in my world, so there are so many, there are infinite amounts of kami. I'm simply one of them. Though I'm uncertain how the energies of the world differ with regards to your, I suppose, she who you serves. I have dealt with other gods of a sort from different pantheons. Unfortunately, the Kegare seems to linger between. So it may not be as affected by what you do, though it is very good what you do. I appreciate that. Though I simply may stay away until I see that Kegare has waned a bit.
Of course.
I understand that childbirth is not inherently bad for the mortal folks, but it just has a different effect on us. It's most probably just from the blood involved.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it does linger.
Question. I'm not mortal, though.
Oh no. But we are in the mortal realm, that is more of what I mean.
That is fair. That is fair. Also, something I should mention, that if I don't know if Nikolai, I believe is his name.
Yes.
I don't know if we mentioned it. I am a four affinity caster, hoping to be a 5 affinity caster.
What, I'm sorry, dear, you cut out a bit.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'm a 4 affinity caster, hoping to be a 5 affinity caster.
4 affinity.
My affinities are Fey, obviously, Holy, Demonic, and Spiritual.
Ah, interesting. I'd not consider those
I'm hoping
affinities when it came to that sort of magic before, but I suppose I should. There's so many different kinds. Interesting. All right. What was the fifth you were
and
looking
I'm
into?
hoping to learn necromancy. I'm trying to find a teacher.
Oh, interesting. Well, there may be at least some within the guild who may be able to assist you somewhat. I would suggest speaking to perhaps Zante. Or Tomiko. Tomiko in our department also has a type of necromancy, though she is still learning herself. And Nikolai to some extent, though they call themselves flesh weavers.
I see. I'm mostly trying to find something that involves negative energy.
Oh.
But flesh weaving would be nice to learn.
Yes, those two may be able to assist you somewhat there. I'm also going to be gathering resources and seeing what our medical partners can do about opportunities for learning. So I will add you to that list once I have it finished and once you join properly. We have a little bit of a partnership with the Metaverse
medical. Sorry, I interrupted.
Either way, honestly, I can gather you what books we have about certain things, and I can see what other books and resources I can get from the Metaversal Medics Association for necromancy. And get them passed along or added to our library for a time so anyone can take a look. I'm hoping to eventually, I suppose, our calendar did quite well this year, so I'm looking to fund some actual educational opportunities for the department as well in the future. Hopefully the Metaversal Medics Association has some educational trainings that they can allow us to join in on.
Yeah.
That is my goal, at least for now. But right now I'm still gathering resources. Those I can, and those I can add to the library, I shall do so as soon as possible.
Yes. I had something else I had to mention. Well, not had, but wanted. I forgot. Never mind.
Well, if you remember later, do feel free to find me, dear.
I will.
I cannot open the door. At least by myself. Apologies, darling. I'm very small.
Oh, right. My apologies. Open.
Thank you, dear.
Somehow I can help you with that.
I just need to find the right slime. Maybe a fulgent slime. They like to spend time around technology and humans. So I might be able to learn something fun from them.
Hi.
Thank you. I can
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Thank you, darling.
Can we make out right now? Is that what's happening? Oh my god.
You
Are
said
we gonna
you
make
had
out right now?
a pet project?
Licks forehead.
Just a little taste.
Hmm.
You need to show
Oh
intelligence,
my
so
god.
I can try to help if you need it.
Pat, pat.
Pat, pat.
I saw eyes around. Is everything alright?
Hello.
Main thing I'm working on.
Oh yes, he's just doing his rounds.
Type of shield.
Ah, I see.
Asha, I love you.
Defense
Oh,
purposes.
I love you.
Mm.
It basically uses
Did something happen?
my home planet.
What? No.
It absorbs
I love
kinetic
my
energy.
partner so much.
It absorbs kinetic energy and turns that. Yeah.
How come Betty's not here today?
This one.
You look upset.
Kinetic force. The energy is absorbed and is in turn
I blame
used
the
to
government.
further reinforce itself.
Just a little tired.
My husband. I miss him a lot.
I see.
Not bad, but I have one question
What do you
for
mean
you.
you miss your husband? I'm right here.
How
I
is
miss
it
my other husband. I
on
miss him a
thermal
lot.
insulation?
Hello? You are sending
Well,
my
you can
head-
still rest, you know. You should be on rest still.
Obviously, the more it goes, the more it'll.
Oh yes, but I did want to stop by at least for a little
Find
while.
a pretty woman descending into my skull, but you know.
Good.
Though I may head out a little earlier for myself.
Understandable.
Yes, I do. Thank you. My
I suppose in your recovery.
Husband.
I've been working on something.
Wow. I can't believe this.
Is that so?
Yes, now that I've gotten more of my strength back. And you've been kind enough to be giving me plenty of energy while helping yourself. I'm happy for. Then I suppose I need to better motivate you in the rest of your recovery. Mutation.
Those markings.
For some reason, I just don't have a husband.
I've
had wives.
I
have had very
markings. I'm talking about.
I'm leaving you, darling.
My eyeliner, which is not eyeliner. It's just.
This is new.
Oh yes, I remember a very long time ago you said you would not mind, so I finally figured it out.
Well, past me was very intelligent, I see.
Gandhi is very intelligent, but yes.
I do like no, baby.
Now these things are very strange.
I'm just saying, for some other guy,
You did make a good shuffle.
Yeah, so yeah, they're supposed to wave them for some reason. I don't know why. The sports now are strange to me.
Oh, should I bring this when you do your next wrestling match?
No.
I wouldn't say no.
Good.
Yeah, I know.
I believe they call it. Oh, well done.
I don't know. You were there briefly, but yeah, Kira.
Ikke så good summer.
My ever-dragon friends.
Wait, people hotboxing? What? Huh?
Ooh, I missed that.
I
Fuck yeah.
What?
No.
I like it. It looks good.
Thank you, darling.
Alright, Mr. Sigurd, and you're blushing, walking away.
Hello, dear.
I think that was Jerry laughing. I can't tell.
Hello, Jerry.
Remember, Artemis, I see it all, even when I'm not looking at you.
Oh,
I'm in the right now.
Jerry, I think the flux is trying to take your voice.
A little bit. A little bit. Lux is trying to take me as well. How dare it?
Admittedly, my translator might need you for a tune-up. However,
Perhaps.
getting all the release when I don't have comms access is, not the easiest thing to do.
Oh, darling, we can pass along messages. She'll do that.
Please do that. I think it just needs a tune-up.
Oh,
It
perhaps.
has been a number of months since it was, well, looked at in general.
Actually, Artemis,
So your voice thing is
would you be able to assist with that?
malfunctioning.
Messaging Elise in the comms about potentially doing a tune-up for his translator. It may need some work.
It seems to be malfunctioning.
Then I will have full power.
Given I left it with physical arms, I'm not able to clean it. Or look at it.
Right.
Or remove it.
Yes, we should see about getting that dealt with, darling.
Do I swamp you too much?
No.
Do I swamp you enough?
Yes.
How can I play this so I'm offended?
Honey, I love you as you are. You're perfect. Shut up.
I know, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey, Asha, I believe Steel would love you even if you were not my capable.
Hello,
Presence, he'll get offended.
Would you love me if I was a
Thank you,
woman?
No.
Okay, fine, you just say it.
Are you in a cheerleader outfit?
Yes! Do you like it?
Yes, it looks good.
Thank you.
I love you as you. I love you no matter what.
I do.
I remember a very
want
old
to talk to
conversation.
you, Kise, for a second.
Yes, dear.
We can go to your department if you want.
Alright. Fix this momentarily.
Artemis, I already uploaded something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Would you agree that Jane's facial hair game is mid?
I'm not getting punched in the face by Jaden again because of your bullshit, Jerry.
He took bananas in my bed. So I say he's facial hair game is mid. How do you
Alright, two things. First one is technically within your department, but also toy makers. Slimu. Over there.
Oh,
Kami. She's currently fire. And that might be a concern towards, wood.
Ah.
So I was wondering if you might have something to help with that. If not, I could figure something out, but I wanted to go to you first and then possibly toy makers after.
I see. I suppose I would need to ask her whether she can be modified enough to be cooled down that it would not cause a problem, or whether we should see about, I suppose. That would be a question for Moana as well, about enchanting parts of the mana to be resistant.
Yeah, that would be a complicated question, but we can ask.
That is a good question. Because either way, one may be, well... I do not think Mona would be injured by an enchantment, but I suppose it is a bit, what do they call it? What is the right word for getting a bit too, well, not intimate, but it's a bit intrusive, that is what I mean. It may be intrusive for one or the other, depending.
Okay. That being said, the second one is a little more personal. And this has to do with Sigurd, specifically. I want to talk to you first before I talk to Sigurd. Because I'm about to talk to Sigurd. This is done. I have had people express concern because of his tactics when it comes to resolving conflicts. He seems to escalate instead of de-escalate the situation. And this, one of the points was stuff that has to do with you specifically. He tends to get very aggressive if it has something to do with you. So I want to know how to navigate that, because I understand, because you were his partner, that he would be concerned, and that would cause him to react more than he would normally.
Let's see.
But the members of security, members of my team, need to be safe spaces. They need to be people that you can go to if you have an issue, and you will be assured that you will not be in trouble, that you will not be yelled at, etc.
That I do understand. Though I'm uncertain of the exacts of certain instances where he has not started out, at least, trying to be a safe space and was simply escalated in return. Or was ignored in return. That tends to be when he gets a bit more aggressive.
Yes, he tends to get aggressive when he feels disrespected. And that's understandable. But this is a job, and he needs to understand that he can't be the one stoking the fire, even if they're throwing fire at him first. Because he has the authority. There's a power imbalance here.
The issue is when people think that he has no authority and he cannot use it. Hence, you have been called in at times when you have not wished to be. Is there a way that can be?
It's also, unfortunately, there is a cultural aspect in this regard. You are always with him. And that's good. When Finley gets to be here, because when he's not busy, I'm always with Finley in that regard. But unfortunately, I hate that I have to talk about this, but unfortunately, people take people less seriously if they have someone of a higher authority next to them in that regard. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a reason why when he tries to de-escalate... Wait. Hello, Nikolai.
Hello, darling. Just a moment. Just give us a few moments, dear, then we shall be done.
No problem.
Thank you, darling.
Is their voice different? I'm like crazy.
Yes, something may have happened.
Regardless, people take him less seriously, and then they look to you. Because you have a higher authority, therefore you can lay down the law. That's the reason why they go to me. Because they don't like what they hear from him, and then they want to go above that.
Indeed. Which I'm willing to do, but at times there have been... Obviously, I do not know as much about your department as my own. So, honestly, I would like to be on the same page as that, which may help. But at the same time, people should understand that he does. Hello, darling.
I had to remove myself from a situation.
Okay.
Oh.
Everything okay?
My culture and people were insulted. One of the individuals apologized. The other one didn't. They looked at me, said, "Meh, I'm hungry," and walked away.
Thank you for removing yourself from the situation instead of escalating.
I did not want to bring dishonor to you or the other members of security, so despite how much I wanted to love shown. I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. My apologies.
You're fine. Actually, considering the topic of the conversation, I was actually going to talk to you right after this about what we're about to talk, where we were talking about. This might be a good opportunity of time.
Indeed.
All right.
I have had several members express concern about you, not just in terms of being security, but also of you personally. It seems that a couple of people have felt that you are stressed more than normal. And that has caused a lot of tense situations.
So we are trying to find the best ways to avoid all of that.
Although I rarely interact with people, so...
Sigurd, you are my second in command. And the reason for that is that you're very good at communicating among a team. Among the other members of security, that is the reason why I chose you specifically. You can communicate and you delegate very well. But when it comes to interacting with the general populace, specifically the general members, the purpose of security is to be a safe space. You're meant to de-escalate. You're meant to hold your emotions at a higher standard. And I know you know this, considering how long you've been in security. Longer than probably everyone else. Actually, yes, literally everyone else. Outside of me. So I'm trying to figure out how to help you with this. Because there is an issue, but I am not trying to blame you or say that you're doing something wrong. I'm trying to figure out how to help.
It's no lie that I have been stressed, and that may have affected me. However, it doesn't help that even when I'm trying to do my job, I'm constantly disregarded. Even when I identify as security, I'm ignored. So I get frustrated even more.
I know. I've seen it, and you have told me.
And it seems on a regular basis now, I am disrespected.
You are currently on leave because of a horrible situation that we were all a part of, and you were specifically affected more than anybody else, outside of one other. I would suggest taking time. Do not engage in security matters and delegate.
I haven't. You ask Kise, I've been rather unlike myself recently with that, outside of seeing something, but then I immediately inform Roland, since he's more often than not the one around or someone else.
I might need to make an official hierarchy. Because right now it's been very loose in terms of how it is. Your second command, and outside of that is seniority in that regard. But having an official list that someone could point to and be like, this is where I stand, might help a little bit. Because Jaden is very young in terms of security and should not be handling things directly most of the time unless someone else is there with him who is active. rely on other people like Xante or Keith, other members of security. But yeah, you are understandably in a emotionally fragile situation. Please take time. We care about you. She cares about you.
Oh, it may be that I might just have to take a break from attending Guild for a while. Especially if other members are going to, on a consistent basis at this point, continue to disrespect and mock my own culture.
Sigurd, most of the time, unless you meet a very specific type of person, most of the time people are not putting much thought in what they say. They are just saying.
Well, in this... Go on. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That is not to diminish your emotion. If you're angry at something, you have a right to be angry at it, especially when they're talking about who you are or what you are. But most of the time, people are not intending to insult you specifically.
I would agree, and normally I overlook it, except Artemis was around and pointed out what went wrong. One of the offenders apologized because they were unaware, to which I accepted their apology. The other one did nothing, snorted, and said, "I'm hungry," and walked away. So he knew that he offended me.
Okay.
Did not choose to apologize in any manner, and then walked away. It is the same person who I remember saying they disliked authority.
I'm assuming it's the cat person.
Yes.
Kenji, but
It is.
I'll see. I don't know if talking to them in any extended period of time, because I'll see what I can do. I'll talk to Mona and some of the others to see if we can figure out something out. I would suggest not engaging with that particular person.
I didn't. I was standing waiting for Kise, and they all walked up to me for whatever reason. Oh, because I was talking to Jerry, and Jerry asked me something about Jaden's facial hair, and I was joking around with Jerry and made a comment of, it's a crime to belittle the housecarls, or the Jarl's housecarl. And that's when they came up and started mocking. And then Artemis explained, and then for lack of a better word, the rabbit woman apologized, saying she was unaware. The cat one just stared at me. And then walked away saying he was hungry.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
You do not have to like each other, but they should at least understand that Sigurd is only doing his job here.
I was giving them an opportunity.
Well, it's not really a job thing. It's mostly going up to someone and insulting to their face, regardless of having security or not security. That's not something you should be doing.
Yes, and that is most probably because of those previous incidents why that happened.
Yeah. If you're going to continue to antagonize my members, I'm going to have to do something about it. But before I do, I need to get in contact with Mona about it. But if he continues to do so, please de-escalate, but also come and get me.
I will walk away immediately.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing. I understand. But yeah.
No.
Okay. Kise, do you have anything else to add? Because I can't think of anything else to specifically bring up. Oh wait.
Not for this at the moment. Besides,
Did you have an incident with Porygons a while ago?
Me?
Oh.
Yeah, you and
No.
Oh, you mean when the technology things were around?
The blocky. Yeah. This is probably a while ago.
I just remember getting away from them very quickly because I could feel the energy off of them, so...
I may have covered up Kise and said stay away and ran away.
It seems some of the Porygon are, have put you on the do not approach list.
Yes, he was shielding me from that.
Because it was causing Kise great distress.
They don't know. But yeah.
I was aware, that's why I covered her and said stay away and then ran away.
I had a Pokemon come up to me and convey that a couple of the Pokemon are uncomfortable with that, but it seems that it was misunderstanding.
I thought that was explained afterwards. Someone had mentioned to some of them about it. Perhaps not all.
Yes, to my knowledge, Roland was the one who was around and they explained almost immediately what was going on and why I ran away.
To be fair, this is technically third hand. Just so you get it.
Yes, dear.
I just wanted to ask if you remembered if there was a specifically aggressive incident that happened, because I remember that happening. I just don't remember if there was something even more egregious. Like
I remember Kise shrieking when they came up. So I covered her and then I ran the opposite direction.
Okay.
There may have been a bit of
I'll talk to
Fenrir,
some of the
darling.
Porygon.
He may have come out for a moment. That situation has changed a bit there, so...
Maybe. I'll talk to the Porygons and see if any of them remember what specifically that they're talking about.
Oh, hi, Chrono.
And see if we can bridge the gap of communication in that regard.
19? That'd be lovely.
Okay. If you want to stay in aftercare, Sigurd, you can take all day. You're on leave. You can do what you want. Oh, that was weird.
Someone was looking for you outside.
Okay. Third talk of the day.
Always busy. At least I know what that part
I have no idea. I have no idea who the hell I have talked to. I stay to myself. This is why I don't interact with people, Kise. This is why I stay to myself and brood in the corner.
I do not think that helps either. I think some of this is just, well, as you said, third-part communications. He had mentioned being more aggressive when it comes to me, which I understand. Though I did not realize it was the Porygon situation. That makes perfect sense. It seems it was just miscommunication. You may have growled that time, which is why I think Fenrir was there.
I just remember you in distress and I wanted to get away.
Yeah.
Everything else be damned.
And I love you dearly for that. Though I can understand that. Well, I am not engaged to eyes, so he does not see exactly the same way. If it were Finley, he may have gone in the same direction, however. Who knows? I suppose Finley is also apparently too strong for his own good.
Finley is very strong. Far stronger than I could ever be.
No, I cannot think of another instance other than that particular one that he brought up. It may have been a cause of concern for others and was not taken care of immediately, apparently. And I also do see how stressed you are and exactly know why. You should not have to deal with all this right now. But you cannot hold yourself away from friends as well. If you had stayed in that corner, would you have ever spoken to me?
Perhaps not, no.
I never see her going back.
I just want to be left alone, Kise. And these people make it very hard.
And if that continues, it shall be taken care of. You're not just a silent, angry person in a corner. You should not feel like you have to be.
Oh, I'm a silent, angry king in a corner that a lot of people hate, apparently, just because I am of a higher class. I represent authority.
And while they're here, they deal with it. I know you shall not stoop to their level. I know you do de-escalate. That is all I's wishes for.
I can't help but feel like Kinshi is also involved somehow.
Oh, yes, they are apparently lovers, so. Or one of those, I assume, it seems. A large group. You know those dynamics can be. Hello, dear.
Hi, are you two still busy with your talks, or?
What did you need?
Do you need Kise?
Uh, hoping to get Kise. There was something being discussed over in one of the other rooms, and Roland asked me if you were done talking, to come get you, so he can bring you up to speed on.
Oh, is this a situation with Cherry? Hello, dear.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I see. How long do you think it will take?
I don't know how long it will take. It might take a while though, since we've been throwing around ideas to try and help and figure stuff out.
Go do your job, I'll be fine.
Give me just a few more moments, dear. I shall be right out, alright?
Okay. Alright, we were currently all in the ballroom area, place.
Alright, I shall be there shortly. Thank you.
I'll see you then.
Do you still both need time?
Hmm?
Do you both still need privacy?
Just for another minute, dear. Almost done.
No problem.
Thank you, darling. It shall be taken care of. But now you focus on your own mind. I love you.
I love you too.
I know, anytime you are more important than any job. Do you understand that? Good. Get some rest, my window. You are certain you shall be alright. Promise me.
I promise. If it took 2 other members of your department, it sounds important.
Yes, ongoing issues are like that. Seems everyone wants to have a groupthink. Please get the door for me, my love. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm one of Artie's colleagues.
Oh,
That's right. I remember seeing you. I felt
It still works.
It's good to
Building
meet you.
claims are clever going away, and that's
Again.
Nikolai, tell me with the door. They're in the ballroom, yes?
Okay.
Alright.
Nothing has been communicated to me.
What's Kise?
I do not know this situation. What is happening?
Ah, I see. I believe we're having a bit of a aftercare groupthink. Hello, darling. You need to get better. Why do your eyes look so tired still?
Because I'm tired.
You should get some rest as well.
Busy. Why do you think I haven't been here the last 2 weeks?
I know, but why everyone is so tired? Goodness, take care of yourself, darling.
Because I'm getting ready to start the new business. There's
I
a lot of
know, but you can
paperwork
get
that
some
we
more
have
help.
to do and licenses.
The yokai have been helping you, yes?
I've been taking. Yes, but this is stuff that they can't help with, like, you know, commercial licenses, food licenses. I have to study for all those tests.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why.
I could at least give you some more Momori for that sort of thing. Hello, darling.
I think you're quite moment to speak. So will be quick.
I did not.
I kind of. If you can run until later. It's really busy.
Yes, apologies, darling. Apparently it is quite a busy
I don't
night.
understand what you say it is about.
I believe it may... I believe so, potentially. If this is about,
Your current memory.
Do you remember the person that may needed some of the, flesh crafting around something in their neck?
That happened, but didn't.
This may involve that. No? Goodness, I thought I put it in the comms. Anyway, let us...
Understands the multiple timelines problem. Hello.
Hello.
Oh dear.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, careful, Kise. You're gonna see the shackle pieces on the table. He's gonna scoot them over.
Ah.
So, slight bit of good news. The shackles are no longer a problem.
Alright. So what is it now then?
Unfortunate news. Something apparently has happened to Cherry's body in her past, which has now basically turned her into an ether ghost.
Oh.
It's one thing after the other, and I am just hoping and praying that the people that destroyed my timeline get their jobs done in time this time.
I see. Oh, temporal things!
Yep.
Yeah, they're very
Temporal
not
mechanics,
fun.
It's a headache.
Technically, right now, they will be marching onto the ship that is at fault for tearing my timeline into multiple teeny tiny little pieces over and over again forever, to fight the captain of the ship. But like every time that happens, they fail, and then have to reset, make more paradoxes, bring more paradoxes to fight. But now the timeline is at critical mass of paradoxes, and anything else, it will just be gone. So if they do it, I'll be alright. I might not like be the exact same me, but I'll still be me. If they don't do it, I'll probably either be gone or reset again.
So what I'm hearing is that anything involved in this is relying on other people and not those in this room right now.
Unfortunately.
Correct. The people in this room just want to keep me around long enough for that to take effect, because I am glitching and going through the process of ceasing to exist.
But is there anything that can be done about that in the current moment besides them succeeding or not?
That's what we're trying to discuss. Trying to find a way to form some sort of anchor that Cherry here can latch onto to stabilize herself.
Or stasis. I don't mind a nap.
I think that may be only option.
If there's one person that I recall being good at soul energy who's on the aftercare team, Alice.
True.
Also, well, not as good with as Alice. I can also help with some lesser soul and heart-related stuff. The metaphorical heart, not the organ of the heart.
Well, I would think if there needs to be some sort of anchor, Alice may be at least the best for creating something like that, and perhaps Tao stabilizing assistance.
Yeah.
Well, a path and a complication. What we figured is that if we have a drained mana crystal, that drained mana crystal can take ether. However, for Cherry to attune to it and be put in such stasis, the complication arises that they are intangible. However, again, this guild has created two methods of allowing spectral folk to connect to tangible mediums. Jaden's ghost food and Artemis's spectral deck.
Indeed. I would say at
I'll
least
also
with regards
add
to
that
this, if
there are
you're
things
soul.
popping up that are increasing my hope that things are going right this time, because there are Fae from my world trickling out into the shattered whatever this multiverse mess is called, that did not get torn out of the timeline by the artifact that is tearing apart the timeline. They exist naturally, so something is happening the way it needs to. I just don't know if it's enough.
This is why time tampering is considered taboo in this realm. Goodness.
Yes, it's very
Why it's such a
bad.
headache? I never touched it as a subject.
Somebody should govern over it and can deem it a sin.
To an extent,
Yes.
it's technically taboo in most worlds.
That's what I'm supposed to be
Unfortunately,
doing.
there's some people that have it ingrained into their very being.
I would say with regards to the tech and whatnot,
So,
if you are so...
we're having a meeting?
Yes, basically finding, I suppose, temporary ways to stabilize Cherry here, considering her people are doing a bit of time shenanigans to fix something, but other than that, all we can do is keep her around long enough
That's
for
out
that
of
to
my
finish. Exactly. Closest I could think of, considering if it does involve, if you are a soul right now and you need an anchor, technically soul gem like the one used that I put myself into for my flesh golem could perhaps work. With some assistance for stabilization there. Though
Maybe somebody
stasis.
who knows more fields of necromancy. I mean, if we can anchor a soul to something, and that might work.
Not necromancy,
Except
but
the
I
mixing
have
of ether and magic is not good.
We don't exactly have many options.
If we need a necromancer, there was somebody I was guiding into the library who was looking for such subject. This person had green and white hair. Didn't catch their name, but...
Green and white.
The irony is not lost on me, Tao, that I spent my whole life running from the church to not be put into an object,
Yeah, there's
and now
also
I'm
Zante.
having to be put into an object.
I don't know that about him, but he's probably more experienced than fair enough.
Hmm.
So you say it looks like things are probably going better this time. but you don't know if it's enough. Is there a way we can guarantee anything will happen, or is it literally nothing we can do and it's just wait and see if they fuck up?
Well, the easy answer to tell you is no. We can't. There's nothing that can be done because that stupid fucking family and their happiness with nukes has obliterated the artifact that would be needed to go to my timeline and be like, hey.
And there's also another problem. Because none of us here were directly involved in the initial effects of what's been happening. To insert ourselves into it could cause more fracturing. We wouldn't know if any actions would be taken.
That's the reason
the very
why
fact of us trying to interfere could cause more fracturing in the negative. Even if we do have a foolproof plan, it's a Schrodinger's cat situation. We can't.
That's the reason why in the other realms I just train people and I'm hands off. Even though it is my job to balance timelines, if I interfere too much, I break things.
Yeah, you tip the scales one way or the other too much.
Basically, they just put people in place to get the things done. They don't do things themselves.
Well, see, if that's the case, that's already what's happening because of the Titania. The ship comes in, breaks the plate being the universe, and then the people from that ship have to be exposed to the result of whatever the hell the ship was running on that is never recreated ever, and ether creating this goopy nastiness that kills all of them. They become the icons, guide the Fae to become the Fae, and then people come back and they're like, hey, stop, you're breaking everything. They fight, everything dies every time. Everything didn't die this time because there's people waddling around now.
Darling, do you feel like you're losing energy by speaking to all of us at the moment? Do you feel yourself becoming lesser?
Not really. Which I don't know if that's alarming or not, but I can tell you I don't know where I'm pulling so much ether from. But I don't feel it depleting in the slightest, and it is more pure than anything I ever felt in my entire life.
Well, if that is the case, I'm uncertain whether stasis would do anything in this particular instance, or putting you into something, considering you're not losing yourself bit by bit.
Oh, you mean like exhaustion? Yeah, no, this sucks. I thought you meant if I was like crumbling and running out of ether.
Well, I assume you're currently made of ether in a sense.
Yeah, essentially.
Yes, so if that is the case and you're not losing anything, you're not losing yourself to the point where we would need to step in and have a stopgap for it at the moment.
So,
it sounds more like a volatile metabolism of going in and out.
Yeah, I also thought of something that might actually be a good sign, because you said this type of aether only comes from your place and it's supposed to be almost gone. But you're feeling more of it than should be there.
Yes, and to be fair, this instance is the first time that has ever resulted in the Fae not being completely obliterated.
Which that could be another good sign that you're feeling way more aether than you've ever felt before.
You saying
I think
this
I see where
aether
you're getting
at. You are making yes. So the aether you're saying is that you're currently getting is super pure. Things could be fixing due to the fact that you're pulling from the creation aether.
Lovely to see you. Kind of
Ooh, that might not be good.
I'm talking about some slightly concerning stuff about their.
I mean, I don't really have a way to stop myself from pulling from it. It's kind of just happening. If that is the case.
I mean, it might not be a good thing, but I don't think it's a fully bad thing either. That could be the only aether right now that's available for you to pull
stuff
from.
happening that is very confusing, even for me. You
I
probably don't.
know, I know you said that you were in the middle of like a haunted mansion,
But
I
if
didn't
that
think you
still
were
exists, that
actually
means
in
there's
a
still a
goddamn
chance.
ghost mansion with
Yeah,
ghosts.
I was being very literal about the ghost mansion thing.
So again, more likely a good sign than bad.
Suppose that's my fault for
In
not taking
combination
you
with the other
seriously.
things.
At this point, dealing with temporal things is very much outside of my realm. It is not something the kami are supposed to touch. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tao, darling.
No, it turns out ghosts are very real.
Tao.
Yeah,
You're being contrary.
Considering that you are the only one here that is number one part of my department, number two has the experience when it comes to souls or heart, as you say, without anger, I'm putting you in charge of this particular aspect. If you need to work with Ellis, I suggest doing so. Potentially, if you need something involving necromancy, do contact Azante, I would suggest. Other than that, keep me informed. But at the moment, I am not... My nature is not one to touch sort of temporal things that may or may not do anything.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
I'll keep you informed on the situation.
Perfect.
Cherry,
Later.
do you want me to take?
myself.
I'll be
Thank you,
Do you want
darling.
me to take security of the shackles, or are you going to take them back yourself?
Yeah, hold on to them and put them somewhere like so far and deep underground that nobody would ever fucking find them. Nobody
Bag of holding.
deserves to be able to enslave my race a second time.
I'll make sure they go into a nice, secure, deep, secure.
Mimikyu, darling, would you... Oh, hello, Ice. Wonderful, you opened the door. Lovely.
Hi, Ice.
Hi, I was told that there was a conversation I needed to sit in on. Apparently, it's something about a paradox.
You two are residents here, or I don't really know how this
I
works.
appreciate let me.
All right, delegation done. I'm certainly not touching anything temporal.
Like what you like.
I risk temporal anomalies just by using the Bifrost or traversing Asgard, so...
Oh, this is specifically a Kise question.
Yes, darling.
Ah, right. Jerry has a question for you.
Apologies, dear. What do you need?
So,
Thank you.
I've been pondering a few things, and I can see a potential research proposition for your department.
That's like you've been dealing with a lot.
And what is that? Apologies, I need to stretch a bit.
My first question is there anyone in your department who conducts experiments on samples from different species?
Everyone just kind of has the.
Because if so, I would be curious to see what they could ascertain from a potential sampling from a voidling. Essentially, what I am proposing is myself offering a handful of blood samples for people to experiment on, and wanting to know the results as part of my involvement.
There's nothing happening.
It wouldn't be my blood involved in it after all.
It's very quiet today.
I see. Well, at least within my department, I would suggest... If you wish to do anything with samples and genetics, I suppose, with your species, that would be Ellis. No?
Ellis, which one is Ellis?
He is the one who has a bit of an insectoid body. Tends to wear a maid outfit.
Yes, I know who you're talking about now. I don't think
Indeed, he
I've
made
ever
my flesh
actually
color.
spoken to them. Well, it's good to know that there's someone there that, well, is knowledgeable with what they're doing.
He does quite impressive work in that case.
I've seen a lot of amateurs in Metagram.
Oh, yes.
Amateurs.
Yes, I went through quite a number of things before I found Elias, and luckily he was very good at making flesh golems, so I do trust his genetic expertise in that sense.
It is. Yeah, that's enough for one of them put on the table.
Well, if you also wish to leave any sort of samples for him, he did set up some of his cold storage within our own.
Is there anyone here who is able to drink samples? Especially given then you are... my understanding
Yes, I cannot touch your blood, but...
to blood.
Yes. Nikolai, would you perhaps be able to take a blood sample to put in cold storage for Alice?
I can do that.
Also, are you alright? Your voice sounds a bit... Did something happen? Oh, I see. Oh, prank hex?
Another one.
Sorry?
Or is that just you putting on a voice, or did you get hexed?
I have a feeling
I lost a beard, and then I drank a potion.
voluntarily
And you know what the potion would do?
I see. Well, so long as you're alright.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I am alright.
Good.
License bureaucracy tires me out. I'm gonna go home and
Mm.
meditate while I probably bake
I should
food.
let you know.
Is there any treat that you want specifically?
Ooh. Red bean balm?
Oh, Taiyaki.
Understood.
Thank you, darling.
What was that? It is good to see you.
Alazante.
Oh. Are you both doing well?
It has been a day. So I do not know whether it will happen or not, but I put Tao in charge of a project for aftercare, and she may seek your advice on something involving necromancy, if they require it.
That's surprisingly rare here.
Yes. Uncertain whether it shall do anything in this particular case. If you wish to observe it all, they're having a meeting currently in the ballroom, but I told Tao to reach out to you if she believes that it may be something that she could work with as well.
If it's aftercare business, I don't know if I should listen in too deeply unless requested.
Well, I had heard... Well, she's going to keep me in the fold, so if it seems like something is necessary, you'll be reached out to then. If you are willing, of course.
Have you seen eyes anywhere? I have a question that actually may be important.
He may actually be sitting in on that particular meeting.
I'm aware, but thank you.
I guess I can have her around and ask if it's something that I shouldn't be listening to.
There are a number of people in there, so it seems that the one involved is not...
I'm uncertain if I deserve that.
Is not against something of an audience for a bit of a think tank.
Don't know whether that should be concerning or not, if I'm being honest, but I'll leave it be.
Some things, well, it is up to the client in this case.
Suppose you're right.
I have no room to speak. I'm not sinless.
Regardless, thank you.
Hang on. No problem.
I appreciate it.
Permission to respectfully look at your wife's outfit.
Darling, you can respectfully look yourself and ask me.
I was asking him first and you second. Actually, I should have done it.
Yes, it should have been the other way around, honestly.
Yes, it should have been the other way around.
Listen, it's not meant to be. Look, I'm not the best with social interactions, okay? In case this isn't already immediately evident.
Yes, this is why we are educating you, my darling. That is what this place is for.
Anyway, apologies for the offense. That wasn't intended. Moving on. And now that I can actually gotta get at a respectful height. Wow, Miss Kise, you're killing it. You look great.
Yes, we had quite there was a conversation quite a long time ago that gave me some inspiration. I finally got around to adjusting the case a little bit. Ooh, can even do...
Very, very good. Very good.
I do enjoy the sound these makes. Shh.
I'll be honest, this fits you to a T. Like, this fits your personality.
Of course. I'm going to have to make something for the flesh golem as well. That should be easier, actually.
Slight frown, Mr. Sigurd. Are you okay?
I shall be fine.
Alrighty.
Uh-oh.
So I make a question. Coming.
Uh-oh. I didn't do it this time, I promise.
It is nothing about that, most probably, darling.
Excuse me.
Yes, dear.
I have questions about the interviews. Were you able to see my notes that I left by?
I did, and I have put together things for Kibbs and Crass, and I already spoke to Asha.
Do you know what is it about a dot?
I've not seen the other two yet today, so I will simply make mention in comms about them.
Something about a dot.
Makes it there in the system. Thank you, dear.
I'm also happy to assist with the traineeship details, so whatever you think would be good, feel free to update me when you have the details sorted.
Of course, darling. I'm going to be gathering some materials for seeing what books we can put in the library here, especially since Asha is fine with taking a month before joining officially, though I told her to take as much time as she needs, considering she is going to be having a child, apparently, so...
It seems like they have a...
But I'm going to be putting together things that can be put into the library, put into our own batch of books, and I'm going to see what can be added training-wise from the Metaversal Medics Association for funded training elsewhere as well.
Yes, certainly.
This sounds wonderful.
Yes.
I look forward to it.
Thank you so much for the help, dear. It was very much needed. Feel a bit better.
Try to be on call if there is anything else, but I might head out a little earlier, go for a walk around the garden.
Of course, dear. Thank you for all the help, especially the past few weeks, Nikolai.
It is quite alright. Thank you for entrusting me to try and assist with this administrative duty. Is no problem.
I have the best team. I have the best team.
Is there anything I can assist you with, Sigurd?
Yes, you take care, dear.
Nothing right now. Thank you, though.
I'll be here if you need it.
Of course, I appreciate it.
Of course.
Having the one extracted from one's body is a very strange sensation.
Indeed.
But I'm curious to see what they'll find out. This could absolutely be one of those cases of my curiosity getting the better of me. However, it could be a good idea. Possibly.
We are here to learn about various things about various species in order to have the ability to assist further down the line, so do appreciate the assistance with that. We shall see what Ellis can find if he is willing. I shall message him. Kise versus jump puzzle. I mean, like, you should just fly.
Fire supposed to come out.
I think she's actually done it before. She has.
Where I sense shenanigans. Apparently there is a dock that has got something to do with Artemis. I must learn more.
A dock?
There's something in comms.
Oh. I see. Hopefully nothing
I understand
terrible.
the rubber duck that they've been hiding around
each other to find.
Oh, I have seen
Or
that.
just a toy maker will make it the rest of the better
Yes,
too.
I think it's a game that they're playing.
Good, as long as there's just a game.
challenging.
Perfect.
Yes, I think it's just a game. That's my understanding.
Good. Good, a game is fine.
System that you have that's basically a HUD. You can literally play Doom on it.
I walked here.
Just making sure I didn't overwhelm you with weird information.
No, you're right. Look, I've spent the last 3 weeks trying to digest all this. From the fact that I died to the fact that I landed in an Alice in Wonderland type bullshit.
Hello, Gordon.
My girlfriend is apparently God now.
My name is not Gordon. My name is Jerry.
Something troubling you, Sigurd.
Like 3 different Wonderlands and multiple people named God. Why does that feel like it's super common?
It's been a day.
The Hello Gordon thing is
It's
a
fine.
quote from a game.
You don't have to share if you don't.
Too much.
If you'd like to talk about it, I would.
I can't play video games. I don't have arms. I have been disarmed.
It would probably be best if I had not.
Understood. Go on, press the subject then.
I'm colored.
Let's get a bit of relaxing in at the moment.
If you got a controller customized for your feet, you could become a streamer and you'd have twice the audience.
That's true. The audience is what I'm told.
The first avoiding screamer. People can see at all angles except between their eyes. I can't see between my eyes on the back of my head. It is actually a problem.
Just put some reminders to your science.
I also don't blink. When monitors dry my eyes out.
I mean, if you never need to blink, you even need to blink now if your eyes are drying out? Like,
And I don't have eyelids.
yeah, but do you normally ever need, like, I guess your eyes to be watered? Or any of that?
That's usually what the mud is for.
I guess you could, hook up a shower above you every so often just to put water on your eyes. One of those eye wash stations. Yeah, it's just like custom to shoot.
Showers are problematic. They're like clouds. Clouds are also problematic. Let me rain. That's how I scream at clouds.
Fair. Either way, if there's a will, there's a way. So just keep asking people, maybe you'll find something else out.
Exactly. That's why the details sometimes strange are screaming at clouds. But the longer I do it, the faster the clouds go away. No one's been able to prove me that I know that. You can't argue with the logic that works. And screaming at the clouds works to go away.
It's possible. I mean, know how that fully works, so you could be right. You could be wrong. Hard to figure out. Wearing a peach pit around your neck is a good way to ward off evil, but throwing a peach pit at people is a good way to ward them off. Yeah. And then like a rock hitting you in the head could be pretty painful for the most part.
I mean, my blood is pretty bad, but the last time I got bitten by anything, I don't know what they do my job for a week. They found me on disc duty.
What are you gonna do at disc duty?
I type on a keyboard with my tongue. And yes, I am being serious.
That's not very sanitary, I think.
That's because it's my keyboard.
Fair enough. Well, as long as it's working for you. Again, there's a will, there's a way.
But it also sucks because they don't let me in the cattery. That's the whole reason I was employed there, was to work in the cattery with the cats. I like cats. Cats are good.
Fair enough.
A dog woman.
You are entitled to your opinion.
One of my nieces is a cat. Actually, a bunch of them are.
The cat likes to use me as a scratching post. And I also get the spots that I can't reach. It is... Oh, what's the word? Simply like...
Flux really does not like me tonight.
You wouldn't be... It's just like it paid to be there. The money's nice. Especially about my mana crystals.
Good night, Wicker. Have a good one. I don't want to move. I'm cozy.
Yeah, why are things getting so out of line today?
Would you like an egg in this trying time? I have one in my pocket.
I appreciate the offer, but no thanks.
Haven't heard that in quite some time.
Feels like you have not needed to for some time.
Sorry, I completely forgot that I made that joke earlier. Oh, fuck. I don't know, I mean, I'm still here, still alive. Or alive again, I guess.
Yeah. Your hair looks like my girlfriend's wings. Are you...
I'm a phoenix harpy.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's like a plague, because my girlfriend said she's...
Yes. Once again, that worm taunts me.
Been a phoenix for about 800
It's a jumping puzzle, Jerry.
I know. I have a very bad center of gravity.
Every time I die,
I've never been able to finish that puzzle.
no memories, no nothing.
Didn't they improve it?
Perhaps a bit. Though I could see that the sleeves may throw you off balance a bit, considering you cannot control them very well.
The lack of arms may be a problem for me in this scenario. I like my sweater.
Is that just what I'm saying? Perhaps the extra...
It's funny when I walk around without the sweater.
Understandable. Perhaps tying the sleeves behind or something like that may assist, so you do not lean one way or the other with them flapping around.
Hey, possibly.
Just a potential.
There's also my tail to consider, and the fact that I have an atypical body shape.
I suppose.
My first years in the void, none of us knew that we were going to grow legs. Neither myself nor my siblings knew we would all grow legs
Good to see you as
eventually.
well, dear. Good night.
But apparently it is still for our species. Even the oldest void worms get to 500 feet long. They are very large.
We come unto a kaiju.
Also, they just eat everything in the path, including other void worms.
Goodness, I can only imagine what your, well, home realm was like.
Dang. This film is far kinder to the people that live in it than my home is. Even as chaotic as this realm can be.
Part of me is curious if I could see it sometime. I do not actually have mana.
Eaten by a more senior voidling.
Oh, being eaten by things is a bit worrisome.
It is very much the survival of the fittest.
Perhaps not then. Hello, dear.
most people, what, like out in the garden or something?
A bit of a meeting going on at the moment.
Oh, shucks. What kind of meeting? The guild members gotta be there.
A bit of a... It's just hard to say medical issue. It's sort of a medical issue that transcends certain things, but uncertain whether we can actually do anything about it. I at least have the correct person at the top of the job, and I'm going to be informed as things go along. But I believe they're having something of a think tank at the moment.
Well, like a thing, okay. So what, y'all being like emotional support?
Perhaps, or trying to figure out...
Assistance.
Assistance. Well, ways to assist, though it seems like there are very few. It is mostly... sustaining, I suppose, for someone. Generally, I would consider this a medical issue to be particularly... well... I do not say much in the way of details for medical issues, though they seem to be gathering a bit of a group for think tanks, so they seem to not mind as much as most do. It is up to the client whether they explain things or not.
Think tank? Or not, No, I'll take a peek.
If you have anything to do with souls or necromancy, they may be curious, though I'm uncertain what else. Well, there we are.
Not entirely sure. Some people, honestly, a gun is sometimes not too bad against things. Hell, I mean, you come across a Fae, you just need some iron bullets. Yeah, though, lots of... A gun is always good to have. Hell, I've got a sniper. Sniper's so nice. Yeah, I got really lucky on the draw. I got one with little to no recoil. So my hollow bones don't fucking break every time I shoot it. I use a fucking... like a machine gun? I think that's what you call it. Long stock, long barrel. Fires real fast, you know. Oh, yeah, that's...
As soon as we get home, I'm getting right into my flesh skull and we are cuddling. Do you understand me?
Ah, you know, you drive a hard bargain.
I know. What a fair one.
I think you just got it when I told Sigurd. And is that the term? I don't know, human terminology is weird.
I'm confused.
The malfunctioning is...
Sorry, darling.
I know it leans to leave or try their best, but some days it's difficult. That I think there's about 37 layers of mod caked into the translator.
Possibly. Which I'll get taken care of soon enough.
People might ridicule me for growing in the mud, but it is good for my health.
Yes. Perhaps that is a good idea.
It's
Perhaps
also
we
nice
see
on a
about
hot
getting you a
day.
backup so you can still have one and swap them out when one needs adjusted.
True.
We should have definitely at least 2 of each thing that we create, just in case.
Admittedly, my trailer was the first of its kind that I know of.
Yes. Though that is what I'm saying. Once we know that it works, we should definitely be already on a backup, just so we can deal with the situation.
Now that I think about it, though, and now that I can actually translate words to an agree with this, I might be able to help Elise improve it without her having to learn how to speak Toid.
Ooh, look at that. Exciting.
Chaos causes opportunity.
True.
As long as you don't break any of the guild rules, by all means.
Of course not. I know people have been questioning about my ball collection, but I can reasonably assure everyone I buy them legally from Topkick.
Right.
Although I do need to have a certain meeting with a large dog.
Yes, as usual.
There's going to be some amendments made.
Oh.
Yes.
So nice spell with the con. Oh, right. I've got to get.
He's going to have to learn the hard way. What happens when you disobey me twice?
Yeah, like.
What does he know now?
Girlfriend. Apparently the word for those connected to them is icons, but where I'm from, they're called primals. Phoenix.
This is neither the time nor place for me to discuss such things.
I want to see if they have one for Alexander.
Right.
Should we go and form eyes?
Spoke of, so I'm hoping that they don't. That is a very dangerous rabbit.
Oh.
I could go back in time. The only thing I would do is shoot the corpse.
Yes, I do not know whether he's still in the meeting.
I'm sure he is, but I feel like you should know if we're leaving or not.
Right. At least I suppose for me, from a head standpoint.
You'd probably just start the chain of events early.
To do a different directive, so
guess.
they can use them as a part
Actually,
of the
darling, I'll take care.
What's going on?
Just open the door for me.
That.
If only it was easier. Huh?
Maybe.
In theory. But then in that case, why don't we take one that has been modified and one that hasn't been modified? Because then they would balance each other out. Would they not?
That would, if we're going by a technological standpoint, that would be having one current go one way and another current go another way. And that what that does is cause a boom.
Right, so we wouldn't be needing to get home at the moment. So you know.
All right.
Take care, darling.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Okay.
It's
So
pretty early. Okay.
remodding the shackles.
All right.
I can do. I would just need to know exactly what we wanted the shackles to do.
Can sometimes be a little amplified.
I would presume.
Maybe that explains.
Good night, dears. Good night, Jerry. Good night, dear.
Bye.
Let me know if you hear anything about the research. I'm curious to see what they'll find out.
I will let Alice know that it is there to be picked up. I was serious, though. He can wait, cuddling first.
Well, fine. You drive a hard bargain.
Fair bargain, thank you.
Oh, man. I did not have the energy to deal with any of that.
Mood. Mood.
I don't know what it is. They just like target him for whatever reason. It's like, bro, I didn't say anything to you. Leave me
poking the wolf.
alone. Literally.
Alright, y'all. I'm just gonna jump off. I don't. Actually, can
Poking an unstable wolf.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? What? Oh no. I lost my window. I can't see shit anymore. Fuck. Shit. What happened to the window? That's so weird. It did dumb shit. I don't know what happened. Why did it get stretched? What the hell? I can't exit anymore. Shit. I'm just gonna end stream because this is God damn it, everything broke. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow, most probably for a bit for Lying Fork, I think. So until then, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Good night. I appreciate you all.
I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. I'm proud to be in whatever sitch, like singing on Twitch or playing D&D. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder. You may call me obsessive, but I just border on being a collector and being a dragon that sits atop my treasure. That's so shiny. I'm a badass asexual polyhedral disorder, and my partners love me.